For those of you, again, who have not experienced this, it's really very simple. It's nothing new. This has been done for thousands and thousands of years. There have always been people whose particular psychic abilities include mediumship, which is simply the ability to get out of the way. So another intelligence can temporarily borrow your vehicle and relay a message. It's nothing new. To this day, if you go to the island of Okinawa, it's all over the place. The American Indians, very common. They always had their mediums. Usually it was their medicine men or women. Whenever there was something was unclear, a little problem, they did it. I found out from my very good friend, who is what I call a Hawaiian specialist or authority in the Hawaiian culture. His grandmother wrote like the dictionary, Mary Kavena Pukui, and he was raised by her, so the man knows what he's talking about. And he told me some time back that it was very much a part of the Hawaiian tradition to have mediums, which they call Haka. And a medium was like almost every family had their medium. And whenever things didn't go right, little what they call pilikia, things didn't happen right, you go to the Haka. You go and say, okay, grandmother or auntie or whatever, dad, let's do a little ho'oponopono. We all hold hands. We all see that is everybody right here. And then usually that person would go into trance, and then often the grandparent or amakua, whoever hired presiding spirit, would come through and give the direction or guidance. So this is nothing new. People talk about channeling. That's a relatively new term to mean about the same thing, really. But mediumship has been around since day one, I think. And so that's what we're going to do now. I'm just going to attempt to get as passive as I can so I can be out of the way. And whoever's going to address this will address this. So let's see how this goes. Gracious souls, upon this occasion, we think it only fair that you should know something of the inner workings of what we are all about here. It just so occurs that this particular message, its topic and contents, could not be given in private quarters. You know how to be given to a group such as yourselves for the literal symbology. You see, we choose to speak about this lovely place that most of you here make your home, Hawaii. And what is its relationship to the rest of the planet? You've all noted its differences, hopefully its delights. But what of it really? Is that all it shall be?
Shall it simply be seen as a beautiful place of lovely sunsets and beautiful water, fair weather, and wind that seems to inspire spirit? We tell you in this hour that more than this impends. We tell you that this lovely place, Hawaii, hath been isolated for many good reasons, and against these very days which soon we enter and must endure. Most of you know a bit about the fact that it's the most geographically isolated piece of land on the whole planet, further away from any other major body of land, surrounded by water. But again, what of that? Water, the purifying element, the insulation, perhaps. Certainly the protection. And so it is that it is from this place that the waters of healing shall flow, and do flow, even as we speak. When that lovely day dawns, when you find that your vision is clear and your ears unstopped, note the lovely and incredible outpouring that occurs here moment by moment by moment. It would appear like a magnificent waterfall of rainbow colorations that would seem to come from the higher atmosphere, flood these lovely islands, and from here go forth as on the very trade winds themselves. I say it shall come to pass within a short decade that many shall want to come here, but they won't be able to. They'll hear of it. It will almost be like a mythical place. They'll say, oh, but to get to Hawaii, oh, but to go to that lovely place. But it won't be so easy all the time, conditions being what they shall be. Those of you who are here, all of you obviously, shall find that your connection with this place shall take you far and wide. Oh yes. It's one of the last places upon the planet where certain forms of love are common. And thus it is from this place that love, or aloha as they like to call it, is broadcast. But now it would all appear, well, quite like any other place, wouldn't it? A bit homogeneous. Oh yes, it's a lovely place, and I make it my home. Rather expensive to live, though. No doubt. But again, what of that? Perhaps that in itself becomes something that causes certain souls who have been fortunate enough to call this place their home to go forth and spread that love elsewhere. Were you to stay, all would be quite happy here and quite miserable elsewhere. Yes, yes, my dears, I'm telling you. It is our great delight when we treat with those of you who are here, who live here. Why do you suppose I like working with the medium so much? I've got others, you know. I'm afraid I favor this place. And now you know why. But again, all here, I dare say all of you, either have or shall go forth on missions of love and mercy. And when it comes your day that life, circumstance, the goddess of opportunity, whatever, pulls you from these shores, in most cases against your emotional will, go willingly, my dears, go, for ye go forth as ambassadors of love. I say that Hawaii shall become a place of consultations. It is already the oracle of the planet. Some of you speak of the internet and the world of the computer. I say that within a very short amount of years, 3 to 4, the world will have discovered Hawaii in a whole new way. Again, many shall want to come physically. Some shall. Some won't be able to. Not then. But many of you here shall find your correspondence widening considerably as you find yourselves in touch with those who seek what it is that is here. And it's only beginning now, this unfoldment. It's only beginning. A melting pot indeed. A microcosm that hath lessons to teach the macrocosm of family interactions, respect for the elders and for their traditions, resurrection of the medicine people, the shamans, the kahuna, and a whole new understanding of dignity. For you find, my dears, that it is lacking, sadly lacking in so many places. We look abroad, we look into your media. What do we see? Especially upon the television sets. What goes for humor these days is not but sarcasm. One-upmanship. Who can be the next to crack the next wicked joke? Who can be the most sarcastic of all? Who can be the wittiest in the worldly sense of that word? These are not love, my dears. These are not love. Love is that hand that knows when to extend itself in comfort and in encouragement. Love is that tongue that speaks not unless in speaking it can help. Love is not a maudlin sentimentality, as some would think. It is rather the positive thought that is creative, directed toward one's fellows. Love is creation itself. When that creation exposes the human soul to be truly divine. Behold, love is that thing within you that you would call your better self. And you know when you are being that better self. And this place, this very lovely and sacred place, Hawaii may, hath as its role, tiny as it is, the teaching of love. From here it goes forth. It's a particular brand of love. Not to say that love's not to be found elsewhere, that would be nonsense. But soon it shall be seen that given the circumstances of the world and its travails, this particular brand of love will be very much what the doctor ordered. So be it. Each one of you then, performing your lovely functions. Here, perhaps forever from here, but in most cases, you'll find yourselves sent abroad. Temporarily in some cases, permanently in others, it matters not. But that the mission be accomplished, that you take what you have experienced of yourself here, and you take it where it is most necessary. That when you go, you know from whence you go, and why. So be it. I do not see here one soul, not one, who hath not had their various incarnations in this lovely, lovely island chain. Deepening yourselves in honor, integrity, respect for the sacred, and love, of course, in all of its forms and functions. So you're all of you as teachers of that thing. And when the great heart of God bids you share the wealth, go forth lovingly, my dears. who know what it is that sent you, and upon whose lovely breath you are flying. Hawaii indeed, a lovely place, but actually a lovely state of mind. For should the islands all sink tomorrow, that state of mind would not die. Aloha, umehana.